Good morning, students. Welcome to the Social Studies class of 7th Standard Geography lesson number 1, Resources. In this lesson, we will see about what is resources, importance of resources and types of natural resources. Everything we will see in this class. Yes, students, let me start our class now. First topic is what is resources? Anything which can be used for satisfying the human needs is called resources. That is, anything which we can get from anywhere that satisfying our needs, that is called a resources. For example, now you feel so hungry. In that time, you are getting some food from paddy that is also one of the resource. Another one example is you have a vehicle. You need to run that. Okay, if you want to move your vehicle, you need some petrol like any other resource, isn't it? So here petrol is a kind of resource. So what is resource? Anything which can be used for satisfying human needs is called resources. Second point, resources are always cannot be consumed in their original form, but they must be processed into usable commodities and usable things. That is, you cannot able to use the resources directly. You need to do some process for your usage purpose. For example, petroleum, diesel and all we are getting from the crude oil, isn't it? The crude oil we cannot able to use directly in your vehicle. We need to do some process to get the petroleum and diesel, isn't it? So, resources always cannot be consumed in their original form, but they must be processed into usable commodities and usable things. Next topic is importance of resources. What is the importance for the resources? That is, natural resources which satisfy our daily needs of man, such as food, clothing and shelter. These three things we can get from the nature, isn't it? So that's why natural resources satisfying our daily needs of a man, such as food, clothing and shelter. In a second point, natural resources also contribute immensely to boost up our national economy. One nation economy is totally depend on the resources alone. If the nation have enough resources, that country will be considered as a rich. So natural resources will describe about the nation's economy. Next, natural resources classified as two types. One is basis of origin, another one is basis of renewability. Basis of origin is divided into two categories. One is biotic resource, another one is abiotic resources. And basis of renewability, it has two types. One is renewable resource, another one is non-renewable resource. Let me see about these resources one by one. First one is biotic resource. These resources are found in biosphere, which are obtained from the living thing and organic materials. That is, it includes forest, crop, birds, animals, fishes, man, material, everything will be in that. So fossil fuel also considered as a living thing. How? Because these fossil fuels, everything getting from the decayed organic matter, isn't it? That's why these fossil fuels also considered as a biotic resource. Next one is abiotic resources. Abiotic resources are the non-living part of an environment. That is non-living thing. We can consider sunlight, water, next stone, rocks, everything considered as a non-living thing. See here, students, in this picture I have given you some example for abiotic resources. First one is air, soil, water, light, mineral, temperature, these everything is considered as a abiotic resources. In a short manner, you should remember abiotic means non-living things. Biotic means living things. That's all. Okay. Next one is renewable resource. That is a resource which can be used repeatedly and replaced naturally is called renewable resource. That is, if you used once, we can able to use again and again. That is called reusable. For example, we are breathing regularly, isn't it? So if we breathe again and again, whether the air get exhaust? No, it get renewable, isn't it? That's why it is called renewable resource. So renewable resource will not get exhaust, and these renewable resource will not produce any pollution. That's why the renewable resources and energy sources is increasing usage in the worldwide. So most of the countries prefer these renewable resource. Here we have some example for the renewable resource. First one is solar energy, second one is hydropower, and third one is wind energy. Let me see about these energy. How do we get that? We will see in this class now. First one is solar energy. The sun produces the energy in the form of heat and light. Isn't it? We are getting heat and light from the sun. Here we have one special technology, that is photovoltaic devices or solar cells, which directly convert the solar energy into the electricity. So individual solar cells in the group of panel can perform small applications from charging calculator, watch batteries to large, such as to power residential dwellings. So in these purpose and all, we are using solar power. Many countries nowadays using solar energy for their electricity purpose. In Tamil Nadu, Kamudi solar power project is one of the largest power project in the world. Kamudi is in Ramanathapuram district in Tamil Nadu. India, China, Japan, Italy and states of America are the major utilizer of solar energy in the world. So most of the vehicles at present, they have introduced, that vehicles can able to run with the help of the solar energy itself. It won't produce any pollution also. So most of the countries prefer solar energy. Next one is hydropower. Hydroelectricity is generated from moving water with high velocity, that is speed flowing water, and great falls with the help of the turbines and dynamos. So if the falling water will fall on the turbines will make the dynamos to rotate. So with that they have produced the hydroelectricity. It is the cheapest and most versatile source of energy. China is the largest producer of the hydroelectricity. It's very important. Who is the largest producer of hydroelectricity? China. Their major project for the hydroelectricity is Three Gorges Dam in China is the largest hydroelectricity project. Not only China, Canada, Brazil, United States of America, Russia, India, Norway and Japan. Also some countries producing the hydroelectricity. In Tamil Nadu, we know very well about the Metu Dam, isn't it? In Metu Dam, they have producing the hydroelectricity. That is the best example. This also renewable resource and also not produce any pollution. In this chart, we can able to see what are the projects in India and what are the projects around the world. So, in the first tabular column, they have given the projects of India. And second column, they have given the second chart, they have given about the projects of the world. Next one is wind energy. Wind power is a clean energy since wind turbines does not produce any emission. In recent years, wind energy has become one of the most economical and renewable energy technology. because we can get again and again this air, isn't it? So this is the most usable and most valuable renewable resource. The classic in olden days, formerly they have used classic Dutch windmill to get the energy. At present we have used modern turbines with 3 blades which make the turbines to rotate. With that they have produced the electricity. Major wind energy producing countries are United States of America, China, Germany, Spain, India, United Kingdom, Canada and Brazil. This chart tells about the major wind farms in India. First one is Muppandal of Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, Jaisalmer in Rajasthan, Brahmanwal in Maharashtra, Dalgaon in Maharashtra and Damanjodi in Odisha. So in these places we have produced the wind energy. Next one is non-renewable resource. That is natural resources that once consumed and cannot be replaced, that is called as non-renewable resources. That is, if we use one resource, it will not get again. That is called a non-renewable resource. Okay, here we have some types of non-renewable resource. First one is metallic resources, second one is non-metallic resources and third one is fossil fuel resources. This non-renewable resource is straight opposite to the renewable resource. Renewable resource will not produce any pollution, but this non-renewable resource will make the pollution. And one best example for the non-renewable resource is petroleum. Once if you use the petroleum, we cannot get again. If the petroleum get exhaust, it will take nearly many billion or million years to get again the petrol. So these resources get exhausted. In next video, we will see about the types of metallic resources, non-metallic resources and fossil fuel. I hope you all have understand the concept of resource, its importance and its types. Thank you, students.